Up in here, people. I got some shit to show you tonight. Come on up in here. Come on up in here. Years old, my people, supreme. Supreme, my people, supreme. Supreme. Oh man, I just watched this. I just seen it. Somebody sent me. I don't want to say somebody. My brother Shiz just sent me a picture. Yo, this shit is crazy. Years old, my people. I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all something tonight, my people. As soon as I see one person come in the comments, years old, years old. Yeah, we back. You see, they shut me down off Instagram. They shut me down off Instagram, my people. Years old. I want to show y'all something tonight. I want to show y'all something tonight. We got clear skies here in Philly. I want to show y'all something tonight. I told you my videos are better than Netflix sci-fi movies, man. Prime, because I show y'all absolutely. I bring nothing but pure evidence. That's it. That's it. And I don't want nothing in return other than for you to see yourself. That's it. Shout out to my brothers and sisters, my angelic benevolent beings that walk in the flesh right here on this earth, right here in this dimension that's going through this test with me. The test is never over. Remember, only the great ones are constantly tested. The test is never over. Only the great ones are constantly tested. So remember that. Remember that. It's what you do with that test, though. Come on. It's how you handle that test, no matter what it may be. Family member, loved one, friend, children. It's what you do with that test. It's what you do with that test. Remember, you see the post. Karma got a better way of telling a story better than you could ever tell it. Let karma tell it. I'm not an ass. I'm not. I don't kiss nobody's ass, man. None whatsoever. I'm not begging nobody to see what I see. I'm not trying to force you. I'm not manipulating you. I'm not using. Trying to use an ancient tongue in order to try to convey a message to you. Man, I speak basic vocabulary when it comes to me relaying this message to you, whereas though a baby can understand this. So I'm ready to show you something tonight with this moon. I'm ready to show you it's still there. I'm ready to show you something tonight with this moon, baby. And then I want you go from there. You do it's food for thought. You do the dishes. Definitely want to show you something tonight with this moon. So listen, turn your phone horizontal. Turn your phone horizontal, not vertical. I'm gonna turn this around. So as I turn my phone around, you can see right here. You see that right there? Nothing's on my lens. Now let's go up here. As we zoom in a little bit, what we see at there. Look at that. Look at that right there. And when the moon come out, as you can see, that object at the top is further distance as opposed to when the sun is up. All I need is one person to tell me, do you see that object sitting there? That's it. That object above the moon. Let me see in the chat. One person. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? One person. All I need is a one person to say yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's all I wanted. One person. I'm gonna slide that back a little bit. Let me slide it back. Just hold up. Damn. Let me slide. There we go. Now let me move my camera side to side, up and down. As you can see, that object is stationary, right there above the moon. So you have objects that are orbiting with the sun, that light that we call the sun, and we have objects that are orbiting with this moon right here. And it looked like a full moon, right? And it's not even a full moon. And not to mention that we supposed to have four super moons. We supposed to have four super moons. Shout out to Mr. MB33 for doing the research and putting that video out there. But we supposed to have four super moons. Now remember that crop circle that was dropped, whereas though Earth is supposed to be where it's a square, and then it has those four spherical objects. Is that the four moons that our brothers and sisters was talking about when they dropped the crop circle? Or is it just the four gas giants that we're being pulled into? Because matter of fact, I believe it's the four gas giants because that alignment is happening. And shout out to Adapt 2030 for pointing it out too. But we supposed to have 4 super moons, my people. And the last one, I believe, is in the middle of October. So shout out to Mr. MB33 for putting that video together. 4 super moons, 4 super blue moons. That's the shit about it too. 4 super blue moons. Listen, we never had these many super moons in and I can't even remember us having these many super moons. And they super blue moons that we're supposed to be having. So you have one in August, September, I think one in August, 2 in September, and then the last one in October, or 2 in October. However it go, it's 4 super moons. And you can watch Mr. MB33 video when he was talking about possibility of major earthquake happening because of what's happening. But it's not. I don't think the full super moons don't have nothing to do with the earthquakes that's going to take place. It's going to be the fact that we are being pulled in the middle of these 4 gas giants, and this is what's going to ramp up weather anomalies. Earth changing anomalies, whether it's the weather, sinkholes, rain, earthquakes. You know, when it's a tsunami, I don't believe we're going to get a 500-foot tidal wave or anything like that, but I do believe we will definitely get some water in certain parts of the world. We're definitely going to get some water. But we got 4 super moons. You mean to tell me these jokers, with the moon being so big and so close to the earth, they not sending no rockets up there to get up there with the moon? Huh? And then I want to touch on this real fast, my people. So earlier on Instagram, my Instagram family, the title of the video was womb transplant and birth rate declining. So you can look this up for yourself, my people. I was going to do when I go live on YouTube again from my computer, I'm still going to do it. You know what I mean? And I'm also going to show the different shapes of brains or sizes of brains when it comes to these animals. But if you pull up right now, um, womb transplant, and women that are having problems with fertility, women that are having problems getting pregnant, um, and you will find out that this has nothing to do with so-called black women. But however, black women are going missing at an alarming rate right now. We always have been, but right now it's been kicked up. Even young girls been going missing, and you know what's happening? They're taking your womb. They're taking the uterus. What is that right there? I don't even see that with my naked eye. That's going across the moon. I don't even see that with my naked eye, people. Y'all see that? Well, I'll be damned. I don't even see that with my naked eye. What is that? Wowzers. I do not see that with my naked eye. Wow, you see that? You know what? Fuck it. It's an airplane. It's an airplane. It's an airplane. Is Project Bluebeam. It ain't got this. Let me go back over here. Fuck it. Let me go back over here. Y'all see that, right? I don't even see that with my naked eye, just so that you know. I don't see that with my naked eye. So let me just go back over here though. So anyway, um, they doing womb transplants, and the first successful one was in Europe. Obviously, you know the scientists and doctors in Europe is doing this. So they're taking the womb from black women, and they putting them in transgenders, and they're putting them in white women, or what you would call a complex cell organism. They putting them inside of them because they wasn't allowed to reproduce. This is what I'm trying to tell you. In the beginning, they were not allowed to reproduce. So if you go pull up and you go check that shit out for yourself, you can go look it up, because I'm definitely gonna go ham on it when I get on YouTube. You can look up womb transplant, and you can look up um, birth rate rapidly declining. Birth rate rapidly declining. And if you pull up both of them, you will be fucking shocked and fucking blown away. I mean, shocked and blown away how they are declining, in reproduction, my people, because the sun is sterilizing them. I told you this already. This is happening. Is nothing that they can do about it. Listen, people can call this racism, you can call it hatred, whatever you want. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. When they were first genetically modified, they were not allowed to reproduce. You people, my people, a lot of us don't even really can't even grasp and understand how the fuck did we get to a 8 billion population so fucking fast. And it's not even us. I can see if it was black people, there was 8 billion of us. It's 5.7, 5.6, 5.7 complex cell 5.7 billion complex cell organisms on this fucking planet that don't belong here. And it's only total about 2 billion of us. 1.8, 1.9, somewhere around that, maybe 2 billion of us. Well, all of us put together on every continent. And it's 5.6, 5.7 billion of these people. Come on, man. Y'all better wake up, man. It is virtually impossible. You telling me these people can reproduce faster than us? Are you kidding me? Stop it. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end, my people. This is not racism. And one thing for certain, and one thing for certain, in 9 galaxies for sure, I wouldn't go have to go so hard in genetics if your bloodline and ancestors didn't go so hard with the motherfucking whip and the indoctrination. See, if y'all didn't go so hard with the whip and the genocidal abuse, I wouldn't have to go so hard with the sun and genetics. So y'all went so hard that y'all literally had to. Can I call in? Nah, I can't. I don't want to take no calls right now. Oh, let me flip this around. People, y'all want to call in? Y'all want me to do a call in show tonight? Y'all serious with this shit? Y'all serious about that? Y'all want me to do a call in show tonight? Not tonight, people. Not tonight. I can't do a call in show tonight. I would tell you I would, but not tonight. Not tonight. Yo, that's some deep shit right there, people. I told you this is happening. People be like, yo, Kalai, what's in on your phone? What kind of phone you have? What kind of heart I got? Stop thinking about the phone I have. Think about the heart and the soul that I have, because that is what permeates through the phone, my people. It's a reason why I was supposed to be showing y'all this. It's a reason why I've been supposed to been telling y'all this. I told y'all how my life went, and I only gave y'all I gave y'all about 75%, 75 to 80% of it. There is another 20% that I want to share with y'all, so that way you can understand that who people think you are in the beginning is not who you going to be in the end. Just think about that. It's up to you if you want to change your life, but you change your life internally. See, a lot of people thought that when I was growing up, because of the life I chose and the programs that they accepted, because I was rebellious against the system. See, because I was a person that when I went to school, I tried to figure out why the fuck I'm sitting in this class and I don't look and I don't I'm looking up. Listen, no lie, I used to sit in school and I used to look at other students and try to emulate them because I wanted to look like I was fucking learning, look like I was literally into this shit. I'm telling you, like I'm like, okay, I'm in social studies. All right, I got my number 2 pencil. I got my brand new crayon box. Yo, I'm literally trying to like, yo, I'm like, well, why am I not getting it? I'm doing everything that they're doing. Why am I not getting this shit? Why am I not feeling this? You see what I'm saying to you? All through life. So because I was rebelling against this world, and the slave minded wasn't rebellious against the world, I was looked at as the black sheep. I was looked at as someone that, yo, you're not gonna make it. Yo, you're gonna be either dead or in jail. And I got that, and I understand that. And yes, I almost ended up dead, and I almost ended up in jail for the rest for this life cycle that I was in. But I didn't. You see what I'm saying to you? Because although you had a projection of me, although the world may have had plans for me, but the universe and I had a bigger plan. See what I'm saying to you? So therefore, when I sit there and my story would definitely tell my brothers. So my brothers that may have been to jail before. I'm not talking about you niggas that been to jail for harming black people. Like you went up, you robbed up somebody, you shot somebody for no motherfucking reason because you wanted to prove a point. You killed somebody for no reason because you just wanted to prove a point. I'm not talking about you. You understand what I'm saying to you? You are what you are. But there is people that have went to jail for just trying to take care of their families on a maybe a illegitimate side, like because nobody see drugs. When you sell drugs, it ain't like you going out chasing. Yo, man, I got this. No, People come and want to buy drugs. So you can't knock somebody from what they want to buy. The same thing when motherfuckers come to the hospital. Do you go to the hospital ain't searching for you. You go to the hospital. It's hospital, and the hospital prescribe you a prescription drug that you feel like you may need, and the doctor agrees with you that you may need. So when you come to me and you want some drugs, I agree that you might need what you're asking for, because I got what you want. So therefore, you have it. You understand? But that's against the law, their law, because you're not allowed to sell drugs. They're the only drugs that they can sell. So anyway, long story short, to my sisters out here that may have been in a relationship with a male, and you have children by this male, and this male doesn't want to step up and be responsible to the children. This has nothing to do with money. I'm not talking about you sisters that always talk about you want your kids to be in Michael Jordans, you want your kids to have Gucci sweaters on and shit at 2 and 3 years old. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the mothers that say, listen, I don't give a damn what the name of the sweater is. I don't give a damn what the name of the sneakers is. That is not my concern. My concern is you actually being in your child's life. And I support you in every which way that I can possibly can for you to be in your child's life. But that bastard decide that he do not want to be in his fucking kid's life. Fuck them. You understand what I'm saying to you? So my sisters, I understand you may have chose someone that had taken from you, but don't worry. Karma is a motherfucker. You understand and I don't mean it in a bad way. Karma is something else. Believe me, when I tell you, you ain't got to worry about that nigga. He will get his in a fucking long run. Trust me when I tell you. And a lot of times, those type of people are dying right now. They dying from sicknesses and diseases and ailments. Those men right there that have pushed their families to the side to go out here and run these fucking streets after these young ass women out here that ain't doing nothing for them, and they're not doing nothing for the fucking woman, but they rather spend time with them instead of at least taking your kid for a walk, taking your kid to the park, at least showing your kids something different. Oh no, don't get yours, bro. Rock out, do your motherfucking thing, handle your business, do your thing. You understand? Sisters, don't even worry about them. Fellas, the fellas that, like, when I listen to Tyrese, right? Let me say this to you. When I listened to Tyrese the other day, when he was like, women ain't the only one that cry when a pregnancy go failed, when a baby died, you know what I mean, during a pregnancy, or someone lose their job, or a man can't financially, provide the same lifestyle that he once provided, or trying to provide a lifestyle to his children. He said everybody bypass the man and check on a woman, but nobody checks on a man. Men cry. And I remember when I was on my platform, this YouTube video right here, I was on here, I think it was like maybe 3-4 years ago. I had tears coming down my eyes because I was so hurt, and it was so much on me, and I took it all in from the world, and looking at how this world, our people are so programmed that we can be programmed to this world and see that we destroy our own families without us even, we destroy our own families ignorantly. And somebody had to literally say, oh nigga, you was on social media crying. Yeah, bitch. Okay, tears fell down my eyes. But tell me one thing about me versus you. Do I persevere? And where you're at? See what I'm saying to you? Literally had to try to make fun of me because I was crying about the conditions and the lies that I had once believed, and the lies in which people around me have once believed. You see what I'm saying? That led to the detriment of families, black families. That's what I was crying about. Black families was destroyed. And it's not like they doing it with a whip or a chain. They doing it psychologically. And we destroying our own families by putting each other in this 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 box. We judge each other through the eyes of our abusers, through a mutant species. And that shit had me in tears. Like I was literally crying. And then somebody to sit there and be like, oh, you was on social media crying. Are you fucking serious, bro? You didn't even taste life yet. You don't even know what life is like. In fact, life has been so beautiful for you that you don't even know you came through a woman. You on a mother's earth. A mother's taking care of you on the fucking planet, and you live and and your mother is taking care. You don't even get that. You're still underneath a mother's womb. You're still underneath your mother's. You never had to literally put your hands and feet in the fucking dirt and deal with adversity. You never had to. So when you sit there, a lot of these young people today, they have such an entitlement. So a lot of these people today feel as though that they really been through shit. Y'all ain't been through nothing. The younger generation haven't been through nothing. Y'all woke up in the fucking morning complaining about grilled cheese sandwiches. Y'all woke up in the fucking morning with food filled with your refrigerator filled with food. Motherfuckers woke up with 5 and 6 different boxes of cereal on top of the refrigerator. What the fuck? Y'all niggas would you in my fucking house, all we had was a refrigerator and a fucking all we had was a refrigerator. Motherfuckers got refrigerators and deep freezers now. Are you serious? Refrigerators and deep freezers. And y'all complaining? Are y'all serious? Y'all never been through shit. And y'all have the slightest idea what is coming this way. Have the slightest idea. Those that have never dealt with true adversity, when this time hit the fan, this is where you're going to see them break or they're going to make it. And it's going to be harder for them. Trust me when I tell you, because you never had to really work for nothing in your life. If everything you had was handed to you and you never had to earn it, guess what? You're going to feel this effect that's taking place on the fucking planet way harder than the average person, than somebody that actually been through some shit. So when I sit there and I hear somebody in it, writing in the chat, oh man, you had tears coming down your eyes when you was on. Yeah, real men cry. You're not gonna put me and try to make me feel like I'm fucking soft or I'm weak because I had tears falling down my eyes. I still cry to this day. Sometimes I take a shower and I think about the conditions. Like for example, when I was walking to the store the other day, and it was a sister. I don't judge her. The sister, she was drinking alcohol and she was drunk. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, "Can I get $1, baby?" I gave her her money and she was like, "Bless your heart." She was like, "Can I have a hug?" And I gave her a hug, and I'm an empath. I felt her sadness. The movie The Crow made me like that movie stuck in my head. You don't remember the movie The Crow? The first Crow, if y'all don't remember that movie, and people never watched the movie, when he touched a girl and made all the heroin come out of her blood, he made all the sickness come out of her bloodstream. The Crow. And when I hugged her, I felt everything from that sister. I felt every bit of her. And I went in the house and I went to go take a shower, and that shit just, tears just fell down my eyes. That she's using coping mechanisms. She's drinking alcohol. She's smoking cigarettes. She's walking on the streets at 12 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? You're getting and doing whatever she wanted to do. That's her business. But I felt that shit. And even to this day, I still will shed a motherfucking tear. But let me let you know one thing too. As I shed my fucking tear, I also sharpen my fucking knife. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I also sharpen my fucking knife. Don't get that fucking twisted at all. Because guess what? At 14 years old, I've been through all this shit. I've been in the penitentiary. I'm not proud of going to the penitentiary, but I've been through this shit as a fucking young boy. And I grew up out of that shit. So a lot of y'all want names for yourselves, but you ain't really built for this shit. You see what I'm saying? You're not really built for it because you've been up underneath your mother's titty the entire fucking time. Feel what I'm saying to you? The best thing my mother ever did, and it was to me, she treated me like a fucking, my mother treated me like a bird treats a motherfucking bird. That's how I fucking love my mother. At one point in time growing up, I used to look at other kids and shit. I see their moms and stuff coming up. Hey, mom, this, that, and the third. My mother treated me like a fucking mother bird. Let me tell you that. She treated me like a fucking bird. And I thank her for that. I get on my fucking knees right now and I kiss my mother's feet. Just so that you know. At one point in time, I was so disappointed in my mom. If you listen to this world, if you look at this world will coach a mother to keep her fucking son underneath her titty for 35,000 fucking years. But my mother treated me like a fucking bird, baby. She said, okay, you done got the titty already. You already got enough food. Flap your motherfucking wings in the world. Flap you either gonna make it or you gonna break it. Either one or the other. And guess what? I think her. I sincerely think that's when you know people try to make fun of my name like I really picked my fucking name. Kali is actually my middle name. Kali. That is actually my mother on my birth certificate, on my social security card. My mother literally named me that. My mother. And when you check up that name represents time and change. My mother knew subconsciously, even if she didn't know consciously, she knew subconsciously that I was gonna grow into the SU fucking N. She knew I was gonna grow into that gas giant. She knew that shit. She said, flap your fucking wings. And everything that I wanted to experience in this world, I needed to experience. So I can be right here, right now, reminding you, my brothers and sisters, my angelic, benevolent, star motherfucking people, how great we are individually. So collectively, we can move in the flesh like the sun and the fucking cosmos do. How about that? How about that? Man, I value y'all so much, man. Yo, I don't know where I get this. I be speaking, man. This shit comes from my soul. I don't write nothing down. It just come from my soul, my people. But I'm gonna give y'all one more glimpse of this thing here. Let me flip this around. Turn your phone horizontal. Let me zoom in one more again. As you can see that object between the 12 and 1 o'clock position at the top. And it looked like a full moon, but it's not, my people. This is an amazing time to be alive. This is an amazing time. There's nothing that they can do about it. This is our home, one of many. And the test is coming to an end. The test is coming to the end. We have the greatest part of this test that is now coming our way. When there is no lights, there is no electricity, there is no cameras. The only recording button is you, your DNA, your crystallizing DNA. The sun, that's the only recording. And this is going to be the greatest test for us all. Are we going to be able to move through this dark and be the light? Or are we going to become part of the fucking darkness? What you going to do? This ain't a fuck Kali. Ain't about Kali. Look in the mirror, baby. This is about you. Look in the mirror. When this entity didn't attack one bloodline, it attacked a universal blood fucking line. Just understand that. Don't let people pull this shit on you. Oh, I'm supposed to be better. My people are chosen one. My bloodline is the chosen one. Let me say something to you right now. Don't let no fucking body tell you that bullshit like you ain't important. Don't let nobody spoon feed you that shit. Oh my gosh, my bloodline is the most important one. So protect me. You all supposed to protect me. You supposed to make sure I'm good. Fuck that shit. You never put one over the fucking hole. I will never put one over the fucking hole at all. We never supposed to move like that. We either move as a whole unit or we don't move together at fucking all. Period. Look at us. We either move together as a whole unit or we don't move together at all. Just look at us right now. Everybody doing their own individual thing. Christian, Muslim, spirituality, tarot cards, shadow work. Look at us. We all doing our own different thing. But when you get into anatomy, what my brothers and sisters do when they start studying anatomy, huh? What do you turn into, huh? What do you turn into when you start looking at that biology book? When you start looking at that neuroscience book for dummies, huh? What do you turn into? How does it touch your soul, huh? Stop playing with me. You start levitating on a planet and start looking down at the entirety of the fucking earth instead of just looking at yourself in the mirror and say, look at me. Because the only time it comes down to you is how can I be better so we can be the fuck greater. But see, we have a mentality as how can I be better so I can be greater. And that's a Western ideology that does not fit in a fucking cosmos. And you ought to be ashamed of your fucking self for even thinking like that. Listen, let me get off of here, man. I value you. I appreciate you all. Why they shoot who? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. So I don't listen. Let me explain something to y'all about social media. I don't know these people on social media, okay? I don't know why you people. Some people come on here and be asking me questions about other people. Why do you come to my? I wish YouTube had the same abilities that Instagram had. Instagram, you can block people so they don't never watch your videos again. They don't have access to you no more. I wish YouTube had that same thing because the more people ask me about other people, I do not know. I have nothing to do with anyone else. All I can say is you have to be vibrating in a high frequency. Period. Simple as that. And it starts with your heart chakra. Don't be a fool. It starts with your heart chakra. I value, I appreciate you. I value, I appreciate you all. Y'all all have an amazing, supreme, cosmic rest of your night. Enjoy, my people. Stay strong, stay up, and don't let nobody tell you different. You are unique, beautiful, and amazing. Woman, child, and man, cosmos, and earth, eternal light. Each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. Protect yourself at all times with knowledge, sunlight, chlorophyll, distilled water, and 3D human free. Star seeds. Remember one thing: adults make this world go round. You make the sun rise and set. Kalama Amin Ra, God gene for life. Some blood, some blood, some blood. I am not black. Yizzo is not about one love, it's about whole love. Peace, abundance, and gratitude to you all.